Hi, I'm Kathy Bailey. I'm from Anderson Valley. Here's just the DEEIR, the general plan update document's another inch plus or so. You know, it's an interesting document, and some of us actually have an interest in the totality of the project and not a small corner of it. And that makes trying to review this in the 45-day period allowed really difficult. You know, real life just kind of keeps intervening. You know, your daughter visits from far, far away. You'd like to see her. You get sick. Your water line needs to be repaired, one thing or another. And we've spent, according to my friend Jean Herr, who's done some research on this, something like $2.5 million or more on this general plan update process. And the purpose of an EIR is to inform y'all, the decision makers, but it's also to inform the public about the ramifications of a project. And so I think having gone through a really extended period of time developing it and coming up with a document that deserves close scrutiny, that it just would be best if we had significantly more time. For instance, I just want to give you one idea of something that I'd personally like to look into a little more. Under the AB 2121, it was required that a chart be prepared annually by the Water Appropriations Board that indicated in our 5-county region, Marin, Napa, Sonoma, Mendocino, and Humboldt County, all the appropriation applications for water. And the most recent one of those available is in 2007. Now, it could be in here. Maybe I haven't found it yet. But in any event, I did find this information on the Internet. And of the total 310 applications, 143 of these applications for water appropriations are from Mendocino County. That's a full 46% of the total of these applications. And what I'd like to have the time to do is to go back into the database and pull up the information about what the total acre feet are, and, you know, sort of more just detailed information rather than just sort of this gross picture. And but I sincerely doubt I'm going to be able to do that by next Monday and cover all the other stuff I'd like to be looking at in this document. So I hope you'll take pity on us out here and provide a little more time. Thank you.
Thank you. Kathy Borst, followed by Richard Johnson.
Sorry? No. Good afternoon. Thank you for accepting my comments. I have read most of the GPU.
Your name for the record, please.
Oh, sorry. Kathy Borst. Didn't I say that? No. Okay. Kathy Borst. I've read most of the general plan update, and I'm very impressed by the goals and many of the policies that support the goals. But when I go looking for the teeth, I can't find it. I agree with the previous speaker, Diane, who says that we need action items. One of the issues that's most near and dear to my heart is the issue of water. And I just want to point out a couple of things that I found in the EIR that really concern me, because when I looked at the goals, they're great. But when I read the impact 4.8.4, subsequent land use activities associated with implementation of the proposed GPU may increase the demand for water from groundwater sources and could thus result in overdraft, and see that this is rated potentially significant. No mitigation measures are suggested, and the resulting level of significance is noted to be significant and unavoidable. I shudder. Similarly, 5.0.13 says, subsequent land use activities associated with implementation of the GPU in combination with existing approved, proposed, and reasonably foreseeable development in the region would contribute to the drawdown of underlying aquifers and decreased recharge in the North Coastal Basin. This is rated cumulatively considerable, and again, no mitigation is described, making the overall significant impact significant and unavoidable. This is water we're talking about. I don't see how you can responsibly go forward with this plan if these are potential impacts? Will you allow development to occur to the degree that some or all of us now living here no longer have an adequate water supply? This is akin to the current economic meltdown happening to our nation and our world, because no one was willing to look at and mitigate the potential hazards of various elements of the economic system. Those elements suddenly found themselves without an adequate money supply. Their liquidity was gone. Now we all suffer. I hope we'll learn a lesson here. If there are no mitigation measures being put in place, how will the GPU avoid allowing unsustainable drawdown of groundwater, specifically in the Navarro watershed? How will the GPU avoid allowing unsustainable drawing down of groundwater, specifically in the Navarro watershed, which is the largest coastal watershed in the county? How will the GPU contribute to the recovery of state and federally listed salmonid species? What information is relied on regarding the Navarro River watershed specifically and other areas of the county generally to demonstrate that water resources are not already over-appropriated?